Hi there, I'm Leanne Vanderputten, mother of 11, grandmother of 41 and counting, from Finer Femininity, where I share with you tidbits of old-fashioned goodness and wholesomeness to help us on the path to being joyful, traditional, feminine Catholic women. Today's article is Advent Traditions by Maria von Trapp. Choosing Saints. After our first gathering around the Advent light and the singing of the first Advent hymn, an air of expectancy spreads over the family group. Now comes the moment when the mother goes around with a bowl that holds the little cards bearing the names of the new saints. Everybody draws a card and puts it in his missal. This saint will be invoked every morning after morning prayer. Everyone is supposed to look up and study the life story of his new friend, and sometime during the coming year, he will tell the family all about it. As there are so many of us, we come to know about different saints every year. Sometimes this calls for considerable research on the part of the unfortunate one who has drawn Saint Eustachius, for instance, or Saint Bibiana. But the custom has become very dear to us, and every year it seems as if the family circle were enlarged by all those new brothers and sisters entering in and becoming known and loved by all. Christkindl. Then comes another exciting moment. Once more the mother appears with the bowl, which she passes around. This time the pieces of paper contain the names of the members of the family and are neatly rolled up because the drawing has to be done in great secrecy. The person whose name one has drawn is now in one's special care. From this day until Christmas, one has to do as many little favors for him or her as one can. One has to provide at least one surprise every single day, but without ever being found out. This creates a wonderful atmosphere of joyful suspense, kindness, and thoughtfulness. Perhaps you will find that somebody has made your bed, or shined your shoes, or has informed you in a disguised handwriting on a holy card that a rosary has been said for you today, or a number of sacrifices have been offered up. This new relationship is called Christkindl, Christ child in the old country, where children believe that the Christmas tree and the gifts under it are brought down by the Christ child himself. The beautiful thing about this custom is that the relationship is a reciprocal one. The person whose name I have drawn and who is under my care becomes for me the helpless little Christ child in the manger. As I am performing these many little acts of love and consideration for someone in the family, I am really doing them for the infant of Bethlehem, according to the word, "And he that shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me." That is why this particular person turns into my Christkindl. At the same time, I am the Christkindl also for the one I am caring for, because I want to imitate the Holy Child and render all those little services in the same spirit as he did in that small house of Nazareth when, as a child, he served his mother and his foster father with a similar love and devotion. Many times throughout these weeks, exclamations from the children can be heard, such as, "I have a wonderful Christkindl this year," or, "Goodness, I forgot to do something for my Christkindl, and it is already supper time." It is a delightful custom, which creates much of the true Christmas spirit and ought to be spread far and wide. Letter to the Holy Child. And there is still one very important thing to do for Advent. According to Austrian custom, every member of the family writes a letter to the Holy Child, mentioning his resolutions for the weeks of Advent and listing all his wishes for gifts. This Christkindl brief, letter to the Holy Child, is put on the windowsill, from which the guardian angel will take it up to heaven to read it aloud to the Holy Child. Advent Calendar. To make small children, and older ones too, aware of the happy expectancy of Advent, there is a special Advent calendar that clever hands can make at home. It might be a house with windows for each day of Advent. Every morning the child opens another window, behind which appears a star, an angel, or some other picture appropriate to the season. On the 23rd, all windows are open, but the big entrance door still is closed. That door is to be opened on Christmas Eve, when it reveals the Holy Child in the manger or a Christmas tree. All kinds of variations on this theme are possible, such as Jacob's Ladder, which leads step by step to the day of Christ's birth. All such little aids make Christmas more wonderful and special to a child, and preparing them adds to our own Christmas joy. Finer Femininity quote for the day. Never weary in cheering your family with your smile. It is not enough to avoid depressing them. You must brighten them up and let their spirits expand. Be especially vigilant when the little ones are around. Give them the alms of a smile, hard though it be at times. What a pity when children have to say, "I don't like it at home." And that was from Christ in the Home by Father Raoul Plus in the 1950s. Thank you for tuning in today. Come and visit me at my Finer Femininity website. I have a Facebook page too, where I share with you inspirations of all kinds. I also have lots of beautiful handcrafted items in my Meadows of Grace shop. Look for those links in the description below. May God bless you and Our Lady cover you with her mantle. Saint Anne, pray for us.